A very, very good morning to all the lovely educators present here. This is once again your master trainer Shilpa Jain welcoming all of you to day 3, session 1 of your training program. So, everyone, please settle down. Please turn on your cameras. Again, it's going to be a long training of 3.5 hours. We'll continue our training till 1:30 today. I hope you're aware. Wednesday and Thursdays, the training would last till 1:30, not 1 o'clock, but 1:30. So when I give you a break, quickly grab something for all of you to eat because most of the time it would be lunchtime for all of you. So in the break, quickly grab something to eat. Okay. Now, teachers, 84 participants. Again, you are not on, some of you are not on time. Those who are here, yes, they are on time, but some of you are not on time. Okay, no worries, teachers. If you have certain medical emergencies, like somebody has written in the chat box, that is acceptable. You can keep your cameras off. But others, earnest request, please keep your cameras on throughout the training program. So now please use the chat box and do let me know, teachers, how are you all feeling? Waiting for your responses in the chat. How are you all feeling today? After attending 2 days of training, excited, energetic, good, okay. Mm-hmm. Fabulous, great, good. We are great, excited, and happy. Good to know that. Awesome and motivated. How are you? Even I'm doing great. Fine, ma'am. Energetic to listen. Danish has written that. Okay, teachers. So, since you all are energetic, you all are excited, so what are we waiting for? I'm going to start my session irrespective of how many participants have joined. I do value your time. You have joined on time, so I value your time and I'll be starting the session. Let me share my screen quickly with all of you here, teachers. Allow me a minute to do that. Okay, Grishma, since you're on top of my participants list, can you give me a thumbs up if you're able to see the screen? Thank you, Grishma, and thank you for the beautiful smile. Not only the thumbs up, but thank you for the smile also. But one thing, Grishma, kindly adjust your camera. The camera angle is not correct. Kindly adjust your camera angle. Okay? Chalo. So moving forward, teachers, welcome to Planet Spark. It's day 3 of our training program. We know our rules. Videos must be on. Ensure you're properly visible on the screen and be presentable. Let me see how many participants are there and how many cameras are on or off. Allow me a minute, teachers, and let me check the participants. Okay. Okay, good. More than 50% of the teachers, their cameras are still off. I'm not going to, remind you again and again, teachers, believe me, everything is being taken into consideration by our team. All the training sessions are also recorded. So don't blame me even after giving good marks. If you are not onboarded, don't blame me for that. I have been reminding you again and again that please keep your cameras on. After this, it is not my responsibility. The ball is in your court. Take your own decisions. Okay. So now again going to start. We are back. What do you feel about this cartoon character? Is he cute, annoying? Let's see the perspective of different people. Use the chat box. What do you feel about this cartoon character, teachers? Funny, cute, okay. Funny, cute, scary, creepy. Okay. See, this is what I meant by 6 and 9 theory. The same cartoon, to some people, they find it cute, and other people, they find it creepy. So even when I say something, it's not necessary that you all will agree to my perspective. Again, I'll repeat, it's an adult session. Your perspectives are more than welcome here. Believe in that 6 and 9 theory. I always do that. It's not necessary that my perspective would be correct. Please be open and share your perspective with all of us. Okay? Game, we'll do it a little later. The success formula. Remember, teachers, we discussed it yesterday that we need both the parents in the class. We want them to join with a laptop and we want them to create a SparkX video during the demo session. Point number 1, point number 2, we have discussed in detail. Point number 3 is yet to be discussed. Today, I'll give you a little idea about SparkX, but tomorrow it would be covered in detail. So if you follow the 3 steps, your chances of enrollment increases up to 60%. Our norms. Okay. First one is on time all the time. Can anybody tell me what is this norm? Please raise your hand. If anybody remembers, because it's the same slide that we are doing it for the 3rd day. Malik, yes, what is this norm?
Just like these training sessions, you have to be on time. Punctuation is the key.
Okay, this is on time all the time. I have already revealed it. But what about this illustration? Okay, Bhavneet, would you like to try this one? What does this rule say?
I think it's participation.
Yes, active participation, which you all have been doing it. Thank you. The 3rd rule is open to learning. And the 4th rule, which is very, very important, is to take notes. Please lower down your hands. This is our agenda for today. Yesterday, we covered senior demo PPT. Today, we are going to cover junior demo PPT. Then we are going to take a break. After that, the second half today is very, very important, teachers, because this is an area where you can shine in front of the parents, the art of giving feedback. Imagine if you share a very good feedback on the learner, the parents would be like, oh, in just 40-45 minutes, the teacher has observed my child so well. She knows his areas of strength and areas of improvement. So this is your chance to shine in front of the parents. And mock, of course, is very, very important because your onboarding depends on mocks. So 2 important topics would be covered, and then towards the closing, I'll take up your queries. Objectives, we are going to see the junior demo PPT and then how to master the art of giving. Who would read this point 3B for me? Divya, point number 3B.
Master the skill of giving evidence-based feedback.
Okay, same sentence. I want you to emphasize on evidence.
Master the skill of giving evidence-based feedback.
Teachers, giving feedback is somewhat easy. But giving evidence-based feedback, evidence means based, backed up by proof, examples. That is something very difficult. And in today's session, we are going to learn that only. We can't just say that your performance was not good. We have to give them the exact, what to say, exact pinpointers that this is where you were lagging, this is what we can do to make it better. So that is why we call it evidence-based feedback. Okay, lower down your hands, teachers. Lower down your hands, Navina.
Can you repeat it again? Sorry for the interruption.
Evidence-based feedback is very, very important. That is what I mentioned. And when we discuss it, again, I'll, come back to it. Right now, yesterday we discussed that our learners are divided into how many categories? Please raise your hand if you know what are the categories, what is the age, grade on which we segment them. Akshay. Okay, I think Akshay has joined. You have joined with somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, ma'am. I'm Shruti.
Shruti.
So yesterday we discussed the 3 grades, that
Hmm.
is senior, junior, and adult.
Okay,
In
I'll stop you here.
Yeah.
She said that 3 categories we discussed: junior, senior, and adult. Vaishali, junior category, which grade to which grade?
Ma'am, junior category, it is KG to 3rd grade.
Very good. Meenakshi, senior category.
4th grade to 10th grade.
So
Sorry,
Meenakshi.
+2. Actually, it was different in the lesson I did yesterday. It was until +2.
That is the reason I'm again taking it up, because in your self session, somewhere it's mentioned 4 to 10. Kindly ignore it. It's 4 till 12th grades. Okay. Bhavneet, how many PPTs are there for the senior category?
Presentations.
How many presentations or how many PPTs are there for the senior category?
I think 2.
I think 2. Okay. Nandini, do you think 2 is the right answer?
Oh, ma'am, I'm not sure about this question.
Okay, who knows the answer? Wave your hands. Most of the hands are raised. Deepika, I'll take it from you. How many PPTs for the senior category? Unmute yourself, Deepika.
Ma'am, 9.
Huh? 9 PPTs?
Hello,
Yes. Who's that?
Deepika.
Yeah.
I actually lowered my hand so you could not see me.
Okay. How many PPTs are there?
4 are there.
Okay, which are the 4 PPTs? I would love to know.
I think
Yes.
I'm doing a mistake. In the PPT, there were mentioned 4, I think, grade 4 to 8 and 8 to 12.
No. My question is, for the senior category, we have how many PPTs? Akshita
2
is like,
PPTs.
okay, her hand is raised from the very beginning.
2
So Akshita,
PPTs. There are 4 to 12. The grade is 4 to 12, and
huh?
one is India PPT and one is global PPT.
Yes, teachers. For senior category, we have 2 PPTs. Remember, I told you Indian and international. And what is the difference between both the PPTs? Who would like to tell me that?
Just the video is different.
No, teachers, not like this. Please, not like this. Nidhi Lal.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, for the national category, we have the same PPT, but the speaker is from the Planet Spark of former student Ovia Singh. And for the international, we have the same PPT, except the speaker is changed. That is
Greta Thunberg.
Greta.
Oh my God. Teachers, don't you think it seems like a classroom where the teacher has taken a surprise test?
Yes, ma'am.
Please,
Thank you, ma'am.
lower down your hands. And now, no, one more. Meenakshi, which is the third category? We have covered junior, senior, and which is the third category?
Adults.
Adults. And what is the other name for adult category?
Grown-ups.
Grown-ups. Very good. Ravina, who comes under our grown-up category?
Ma'am, especially the students who are in graduation or the people who are in corporate jobs or housewives or different other categories apart from
Any
senior.
category, any child who has completed his 12th grade and he's above that, that would come under our grown-up category or the adult category. So yesterday we covered senior category. Today we are going to cover junior category. Use the chat box and do let me know when would the adult category be covered. If you have explored your dashboard, use the chat box. Not after the mocks. Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow we are going to cover how to interact with the teachers. Yes, it's going to be covered on Friday. That is 12th. Thank you. Now lower down your hands. Let's move forward, teachers. So today we are going to cover the junior category. There's a change. It's not 1 to 3. It's KG to 3rd grade. So I'm going to show you a junior classroom. I'll skip this 2 slides like I do always. Here, the 5 segments of the junior PPT. Lower down your hands, teachers. When I say lower down your hands, please do it immediately. I should not be repeating myself. Navina, kindly lower down your hand. Okay. Now, yesterday also we saw that senior demo PPT, it was divided into 5 segments. Today also there are 5 segments. Raise your hands and do let me know if you feel there is any difference, what is the difference and why is that difference? Okay, Navina, is your hand raised for this particular one or is it raised from, yeah, this
Yes, ma'am, for this particular one.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Navina.
Nice to see you again.
Same here, likewise.
Okay, ma'am, there is a difference in the third one and fourth one. For senior level, we have a speech delivery and writing speech.
It has been replaced by story time and SparkX. SparkX, because you don't have an idea, so I won't be asking questions. But why do you think speech has been replaced by story time? What could be the reason for this? Meenakshi.
Yeah.
Navina, I'll ask Meenakshi to answer this.
Yeah, sorry.
Ma'am, because for junior junior classes, we like for the junior category, we take up the storytelling. We are imparting the skill of storytelling to the kids.
Okay. Yes.
That's why I guess this is story time.
Okay. Yesterday, what was the objective of the entire session, Meenakshi, if you remember? Which two skills did we impart yesterday? Two pillars, remember? The two pillars of public speaking. Which two pillars did we basically focus on in yesterday's session?
Two pillars of public speaking were.
Okay, Malabika. Yeah. Malabika, would you like to answer
Basic
this?
English and presentations.
Meenakshi.
No, sorry. I'm wrong.
5 pillars of public speaking. See, I told you on day 1 also that this is something that we are going to use it again and again.
Yes, ma'am. It was.
I want to explain.
Sorry, who's that? Who's that? Okay, Malabika, do you know the answer? Teachers, if you don't know the answer, please
Excuse me.
please lower
I
down
think
your hand.
it was speech.
No. My question
Me,
is me. How would I know me? Complete your name.
I can.
Sorry.
It's not.
Whoever it is, your internet is glitching a lot. We are not able to hear you clearly, so you'll have to kindly mute yourself. I'm so sorry, but your your audio is also glitching a lot. So yes, Malabika,
Speech and body language.
Okay.
Using hand gestures.
Speech. Is it one of the pillars of public speaking? Teachers, I'm quite disappointed because I told you this is one of the most important topic, the 5 pillars of public speaking. Body language, voice modulation, thought structure, fluency, confidence. So yesterday, which 2 skills were targeted? Malabika, again, I'll repeat my question.
Voice modulation and body language.
Yes, teachers, whether it is senior, junior or adult category, these 2 skills would be introduced to the learner, whether it is junior or senior. Today also we are going to focus on body language and voice modulation only. But speech delivery, imagine a child who is in class 1 and I start talking about ethos, pathos and logos. What do you think would happen? सब कुछ ऊपर से चला जाएगा, जैसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, सर के ऊपर से चला गया है. That would be the thing. The child will not be able to understand anything. So to make it age appropriate, the objective would remain the same. That is to teach body language and voice modulation. But here we would be doing it with the help of a story and not speech delivery to make it age appropriate. Okay. Another change, please lower down your hands, teachers. Another change that you will see here is point number 2. Yesterday also game was played, but only one game was played. What was the name of the game? Emotional request. Remember, we also did a role play. Shilpa is a dash mentor. Sorry, an activity. We also did an activity based on this. Shilpa is a dash mentor. So both the skills, body language and voice modulation, were introduced with the help of only one game yesterday. But today, because our learner is very small, game 1, we would be introducing body language. With the help of game 2, we would be introducing voice modulation, one at a time. Why? Because again, our learner is very small here. Understood the changes, teachers? Number 3, number 4 is different. Number 2 also, there's a subtle difference. Instead of one game, it has been replaced by 2 games because the learner is very small and both the skills would be introduced one at a time. Moving ahead, lower down your hands. Yesterday, the senior demo class, I called it an ideal classroom. Lower down your hands, teachers. Akshita, Divyanshi, Sangeeta. Sangeeta madam, kindly lower down your hand. Yesterday, I called it an ideal classroom. Anybody remembers why I called it an ideal classroom? Shruti. Yes, Shruti. Please give your input.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Because of the active participation.
Okay. See, that will not be a criteria, because at times you'll get kids who are active, who are not active, but then it becomes your responsibility to make it an ideal classroom, even with inactive participants. Okay. But active, I called it ideal. Why? Deepika is always. Now, you know what will happen towards the end of the session? Some of the teachers are going to write, ma'am, you always give a chance to Deepika, but I can't help it. She's one of the fastest fingers first years. Okay, Deepika, go ahead.
Ma'am, it had both parents and they joined from a laptop.
Very good. It was an ideal classroom because setting the expectations, both the parents and laptop, it was done and both the parents were there and the learner had joined with a laptop. But today what we are going to witness is not such an ideal classroom. You'll notice that only mother is there in the class. That too, mother is not sitting next to the child. She's busy taking care of somebody else, other little one in the family. Yesterday, the instructor was Ishita and the learner was Tia. Today, the mentor or the educator's name is Divya Lakshmi and the learner's name is Shaurya. So I'll be addressing them as Divya Lakshmi and Shaurya only. So you have to pay attention how Divya Lakshmi is able to grab the attention of the mother. Though the mother is not sitting next to the child, but she has done a fabulous job and she is making sure that the mother is aware of each and everything that is happening in the class. So let's see. Please lower down your hands. Parul, Sangeeta, Akshita. Context setting. I'm going to play a video. Madam HP, kindly rename yourself. And Deepika, please give me a thumbs up if it is
Hi
audible.
there. Good evening, Shaurya. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you turn on the camera? Yes. Wonderful. Now I can see you. Okay, Shaurya. So, how are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful. So, after I'm good, what should you ask me then?
How are you?
You know it. So nice. I'm fine. Thank you. You're such a brilliant little kid. I'll call you a champ. Okay? Shall I call you a champ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so, oh, that is your little one.
Yeah.
Next little one in the family who is little to, yeah. Okay. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Yeah, and tell me something about your mother. Let me know more about your mother, Shaurya. What is your mother's name? Tell me the full name.
Sushamlata Pandey, ma'am.
Okay, can you spell the name again for me? The whole of it.
SUSHAM LATTA PANDEY.
Wow, you are really good. You're good in spellings as well. Okay, Shaurya, so any idea what we are going to do today?
I think we're gonna learn about how to speak in public.
Wonderful. So you really have some idea as well. So let's start then without further delay. Yes. Okay. I can also see your mother, Susham, there. Hello, Miss Susham.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We just spoke in the morning, right?
Yes, yes,
But it
yes.
feels like it has been long since we have talked.
That's true.
Yes.
That is the main thing about teachers.
Yeah.
So when they start talking, they feel like
Yeah, that's true. Okay then, so let's continue, Shaurya.
Yes.
And your mother is also there, so let me start. Yeah, I just want to tell you, Miss Susham, that we actually need you also to be there, as you would be there. I know that. Yes, and your insights are very important. Towards the end also, we'll have a audio brief talk regarding how it went. Yes, sure. So let's go forward. So what is Shaurya's father doing?
shall you talk? What I should not tell. Why are you looking at me?
Like he's not here. He was here, but a few days ago he left to Belgaum.
Oh, so what is he working as?
Teacher.
Oh, he's also teacher?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Can I know his name as well? Tell me his name and the spelling.
Mayank Pandey. MAYANK
Wow. Okay, so let us continue now, Shaurya. What is your, is it your little brother or little sister?
Little sister.
Little sister? What is her name?
Shania.
Shania? Oh, beautiful. How old is she?
She's around 11 months, I guess.
Okay, great. So now, Shaurya, let's start. Looking forward to have a fun learning time with all of you, including your little sis. Okay. She's also there, right? She's also listening to all this. Yes. Yeah. So Shaurya, we'll start with my introduction first, and you will also have to give your introduction after this. Okay. Right. So you can see I'm using my 4 fingers.
Teachers, please listen to this part of the video very carefully. We are going to have an activity after this. When Divya Lakshmi is asking Shaurya for introduction, you'll see this lady in blue also. Her 4 fingers are raised. Divya Lakshmi would be using the 4-finger technique to introduce herself. Then she would ask the learner to use the 5-finger technique to introduce himself. Please observe it carefully. Activity is planned after this.
Third method to give the introduction. My name is Divya Lakshmi, and I'm your learning buddy. I love cooking, teaching, and gardening. All of us will play games like buddies and also learn new things. Okay, Shaurya? That's what my plan is for today. Are you in?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Now this is your slide where you're going to give me the introduction, and you're going to use 5-finger technique. So you will start with yours. Yeah, come on. Show me your 5 fingers also there. Yes. Now start. And as you speak, you fold like I did. Yes.
My name is Shaurya. I'm 7 years old. I live in Kochi, Kerala at Maida Highlands. I study in the class 3, 3rd standard. In my free time, I like to play with my friends.
Okay. So Shaurya, what sort of games do you usually play with your friends?
We play like rock, paper, scissors, or we play a few monster games with pencils, erasers, and glue.
Okay. Very active. Okay.
I'll pause the video here. I'll stop my screen. There's a question for all of you. Yesterday, Ishita did not use any 4-finger, 5-finger technique. But today, this 4-finger, 5-finger technique is used. Why do you think? What is the purpose of having this 4-finger or 5-finger technique? Madam HP, kindly rename yourself. In the meantime, I'll go to Nikhil. Nikhil, please answer.
Yeah. So this is the this grade is like the junior KG to 3rd. That's why she used this 5 principles.
Okay, but
Whereas
what,
yesterday
but
was
what would be the benefit of using it, Nikhil?
the benefit is okay. Yeah, they can introduce and they can remember.
Very
That's the
good.
yeah, and maybe the hand gestures can help them to
Lovely. See,
interact.
if you ask a small child to introduce themselves, their introduction would be like, "Hi, my name is Shilpa. I'm in class 2." Done. Over. Their introduction is over for them. But when you show them this 5 fingers, you are giving them a visual prompt that I'm expecting at least 5 sentences from you, or you need to speak at least 5 sentences on yourself. Second thing, this is the first step towards introducing hand gesture. Okay, point number 1, point number 2. So the first step towards introducing hand gesture. Okay, lower down your hands. And again, it would be easy for the child to remember. First, I have to say my name, then my class. So all these reasons. Now, Shweta and Jaya, lower down your hand. Teachers, when I say lower down your hands, it's a humble request. I'm joining my hands in front of all of you. Please lower down your hands immediately, please. Now, one of you is going to be my educator. I'm going to do the role play of your learner. One of you would be my educator and you'll ask me to give my introduction using the 5-finger technique. Let's see who wants to be my educator. Let's have a role play here. Okay. Akshay, again, please rename yourself and please adjust your camera. Now I'll go to Nidhi. Yes, Nidhi. Imagine you have given your introduction using the 4-finger technique.
Yes,
now
ma'am.
you have to ask me to give my introduction. I'm your learner in the class. Okay.
All right, ma'am. Okay. Hi, Shruti. So I have already given you my introduction. Can you please tell me something about yourself using your 5 fingers? Like, what is your name? How old are you? What are your hobbies? And what do you like to do most in your leisure time? And any other activity you would like to do? Can you tell me something using your 5 fingers, please?
I'll try, ma'am. My name is Shilpa. I'm in class 2. I go to GD Goenka Public School. In my free time, I like drawing and I also love reading books.
Mm-hmm. Nice to know, Shilpa.
Nidhi, see, it looks so awkward.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? I'm a learner and it seems like मुझ में शिवजी आ गए या दुर्गा माता आ गई and I'm blessing all of you throughout my introduction. है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
See, what I told you yesterday, your instructions have to be loud and clear, you know, very clear instructions, and especially taking into consideration that he's a very small learner, you know, junior
ma'am.
grade, they are very small. You have to give them instructions very clearly. Let's see, anybody else who would like to try this? Sadia. Okay, Sadia, please go ahead.
Hi, Shilpa. Good
Hi.
morning. How are you?
Good, ma'am.
Okay. So, let's do activity. Okay. We will introduce ourselves, each other. So first, I will introduce myself, and then after that, you introduce yourself. Okay. So, we'll start.
Imagine you have introduced yourself using the 4-finger technique.
Yeah. Okay. So we will use the fingers to tell each questions, answer each questions. Okay. So first, tell me your name, tell me your age, tell me your class, in which class you are studying, and then tell me in your leisure time what you like. Okay.
But
And in the last,
ma'am, don't you think that's cheating?
no, why it's cheating?
You used 4 fingers for yourself, and for me, you are asking me to use 5 fingers.
No, I'm telling you, the last one is to tell your mother's name.
But that's cheating, na, ma'am. You said 4 and you're asking me to say 5 sentences. You'll come across kids like this. Believe me, teachers, I will not be taking you through the slides. I will be practicing on the things which I have faced in my career, correct? So that you all are prepared to handle these type of scenarios. And one more thing, every time you'll not get kids like Shaurya and Tia who are super active. I'll also do the role play of a child who's not interested in the class, and then how do you bring the interest back into everything we are going to cover in today's session. Okay?
Okay.
So, who would handle the situation? I said that this is cheating. For yourself, you use 5 fingers. For me, Meenakshi. Let's see. What is the response that you have for this?
Actually, Shilpa, the thing is, I want to know more about you. Okay. And other thing is, I want to know because you are smarter, no? So I
Very
want
good.
to get.
Very good presence of mind, Meenakshi. You're very cute. You're very sweet. You're very smart. So I want to know more about you. That is why this 5 fingers for you and 4 fingers for me.
Only for me.
Make the child feel special. Sadia, every time our objective should be to make the child feel special, to motivate the child, to make him confident and ask him to express as much as he can. That is the objective of each and every Planet Spark class. Expression, you know, the child should know how to express his or her genuine feelings. Very good, Meenakshi. So now let's continue from here only. You convinced me that 5 fingers. Now give me clear instructions, Meenakshi.
Okay, Shilpa. Now, what is your name?
Okay, one more thing, teachers. Anybody who has small kids in their home, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of age, we all, most of us, if not our own kids, we have our nieces, nephews, our neighbors. What happens if you give them 3, 4 instructions in one go? My son is in class 6. Let me tell you, till today also, if I'll give him 4 instructions in one go, he'll complete maybe 2 or 3 of them and he'll forget about the 4th one. Correct? We have to remember this. Please break down your instructions. Like, instead of giving me all the instructions in one go, you could tell me, like, Meenakshi, now you'll be the learner, I'll be the educator. Okay? So, Meenakshi, can you show me your 5 fingers? Please
Yes,
show me your 5 fingers. Yes. Now, when you point at your thumb, you're going to tell me about your name. And once you are done with your name, you'll roll it down. Very important, teachers. Otherwise, the entire time the learner would be like this only. Rolling of the finger is also very, very important here. And when the learner is doing it, even you have to do it along with the learner. If Meenakshi's fingers are here, even my fingers should be in this position at that point of time. So the conclusion or the bottom line of doing this activity is give clear instructions to your learners, break down the instructions, demonstrate it rather than just saying it verbally, demonstrate it to them because they learn better when they observe you. Okay, so that was the purpose of this activity. Thank you. Please lower down your hands again and let's continue after introduction. What is going to happen?
Okay, let's go forward. Okay, so Shaurya's mother, Miss Susham, I want you to give me a brief introduction from there. And you can also tell me what is your vision for Shaurya?
So introduce yourself. Yeah. Okay. I'm Susham, and I'm the head of physical education department.
Okay.
And I'm from Delhi. After marriage,
Ekta, Shweta, Nisha, what should you be doing? Thank you.
before marriage, I was from Himachal. My birthplace is Himachal Pradesh, and I have worked in almost all over India. So I started from Maharashtra, then Gujarat, and then landed over Bangalore, Karnataka, and then Chennai, and then Kerala.
Okay, so now you can tell me, Miss Susham, what is your vision for your little Shaurya?
Shaurya, I want one more thing. I know he is loaded of confidence, but sometimes we feel like overconfidence also.
Oh.
And the second thing, I want actually, he should speak publicly nicely. And when he should stand on stage, so he should be, the confidence should be there on his face.
Yes.
He should not afraid if he is doing something wrong also. He should know how to cover up.
Yeah, I get it. The presence of mind.
Yes, at the presence, yeah, right word. Yeah, presence of mind I need. And thing is like, see, as a teacher, or you can say as a teacher is different thing. We always say that, okay, all the children is different.
Yeah.
Everyone is different. Yeah. But as a mother, if I want my child best. So I'm thinking even that way.
Yes.
So,
You have beautifully communicated whatever you told me over the phone.
Devilakshmi used a sentence here. You have beautifully communicated whatever you told me early during the phone call. Which phone call is she referring to? Please use the chat box. Don't raise your hands. Use the chat box and do let me know. Slot confirmation call. Thank you so much, teachers. You all remember that before the demo, we have a slot confirmation call with the parents.
Yes, that's great. So,
and not any difficulty regarding his vocabulary or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not have that kind of problem.
Okay.
From childhood, he is in English only, so he's not like Hindi or other language. He is not much comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's even better for us, right? Okay, so Shaurya, actually, Ms. Susham, what we are going to do today is also we'll analyze, Shaurya's a kind of strength that he holds in this area and the future opportunities. What are the possible future opportunities also for Shaurya? And we'll be giving guidance on personalization of a learning path for him to become what you have dreamt of him, that is to become a confident public speaker who has a presence of mind as well, right? So this is like when we do it together, it becomes a joint partnership between us, the teacher.
Again, teachers, something that I have noticed while auditing the videos is, in this slide, it is mentioned, what is your vision for your child? Not this one, the previous slide. Some of the teachers, they ask, what is your vision for your child? The parents, they give a response and they go to the next slide. Kindly don't make this mistake. Whatever the parents has said, for example, if I said that I want my child to become a confident public speaker, give them this confidence that you're at the right platform. This is what we are exactly going to do. That confidence has to be given to the parents. Don't just think, okay, this is written on the slide, my duty is over, I'll go to the next slide. The slides are here so that you can strike a conversation with the parents, so that you can understand the needs, the expectations of the parents. Ridhima, kindly mute yourself. Ridhima, kindly. Okay, I've muted the participants at my end. See, now I've lost my chain of thought. Yes, the bottom line is whatever the parents say, you have to acknowledge it, you have to validate it, you have to give them the confidence that yes, this is what exactly we would be taking care of. Moving ahead.
And the teacher from there who's the parent.
That's true.
Yes.
Actually, it's not one person job. We have to work together.
Yes, very true.
Sometimes parents think like we just pay money and that they have to see that.
Yes.
But it's not one person job.
Yeah, that's the best part of teaching a teacher's child, I feel. You get that help from the teacher, the parents.
That's true.
Yes. Okay, so
please observe this again. Again, we are going to have an activity where I'll be your learner, you'll be my educator, and you'll have to ask me to use the correct sign. So kindly observe this carefully.
Shaurya, with all that, let's come to the class, right? So Shaurya, whenever I'm going to ask, are you ready? What you have to do is you have to put your hands at the waist like that little boy there and pump up your chest and say, yes, I am, with real energy. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted yes, I am there also. Okay, anyway, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
I want more energy, Shaurya.
Okay, so that was the context setting. But again, who would be my educator? I'm your learner. You have to ask me, are you ready for the class? And you have to ask me to say, yes, I am, using the correct sign. Hannah. Yes, Hannah.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute, Hannah. Everyone else, please lower down your hands. I want everybody should have a look at me, Hannah, and me in the same frame. So kindly lower down your hands. Thank you. Yes, Hannah.
Hi, Shilpa. How are you doing today? Okay, I want to know how ready are you today for the class? Can we use, do you like Superman, Shilpa? Wow, that is wonderful. Now, what happened? Why are you crying, Shilpa? What happened? Are you not okay?
I wanted to go out and play with my friends. My friends are playing outside and my mama forced me to sit and study with you.
Oh, that is very sad. But you know what? I'm going to give you a hint or a clue that you can have more fun by playing Superman with us. And after we are done, you can go out and play the same game with your friends in the park.
You're going
Would
to
you
teach
like
me a
to?
new game?
Yes, Shilpa.
Good. This is from Shilpa, the mentor here. Very good presence of mind that it's okay. Your friends are playing outside, but who told you we are going to? Ridhima, this is the third time. Ridhima. Allow me a minute, teachers. Ridhima, are you here? Your camera is also off and you're turning. I see if it happens for the next time, I'll remove you from the meeting, Ridhima. So sorry to say that. Usually I'm not at all, rude with my participants, but this is the third time that this is happening today. Sorry, teachers. Sorry for that. Yes. So Hannah used her presence of mind and she said that who said we are going to study, we are going to play games, we are going to have lots of fun in the class. Good, Hannah. Next, who would like to raise their hand from here only? We'll continue. Astha. Okay. Continue. Okay, you'll teach me games. I love games, ma'am.
Will not only teaching you game, but it will be a very funny game that you'll enjoy and you will, burst out with laughing as well.
I love that.
Yes, you would love the game. So can we start the game?
Yes.
So the game begins first. Before we begin the game, you need to introduce me yourself first.
That introduction has been done. You have to ask me, are you ready for the game? But right now, how did I say? I said yes. Correct? Yes. So you have to ask me to use the correct side to say, yes, I am ready. So what was the correct side? Do you remember that, Astha, or do you want me to go to someone else?
I actually remember.
Okay.
When the child says yes, then the teacher actually tries to, try to make him excited about it.
Okay. So are you ready? Yes, I'm ready.
So are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But say with say it with zeal that you are ready.
Ready.
Thanks. Now we can begin with the game.
Okay, that was not the correct sign, Astha. Radhika, let's see if you do the correct. You can do the correct sign for me.
Hi, Shilpa.
Hi, ma'am.
What happened?
Nothing, I'm happy.
Okay, now we are going to play a game. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you have to follow just a little rule up at this time. Okay, when I say you are ready,
You say rule. The child is like, I don't want to be a part of this class because it is full of rules and regulations. Teachers, see, same thing. Yes, we will ask the child to follow certain rules, but why to use the word rule? It might be written somewhere on the slides, but I personally never use the rule with the young learners. Adults, I do it. With you also, I tell you that these are the norms, these are the rules. But if I'm handling a child who is in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, I would never use the word rule with them. Okay? So yes, please go ahead.
so you have to follow one thing. When I say, are you ready? You have to say, yes, I am, with open arms. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
That was good, but is this the courage sign, Radhika? The courage sign that was there on the slide? No. Meenakshi is like she's doing it. Meenakshi, let's hear it from you.
Okay, Shilpa, are you ready for the class?
Yes.
No. We will do it, okay? So you have to put your hands here and pump out your chest and you have to say, yes, I'm ready for the class.
Yes,
Will you do it?
Yes, I'm ready.
More energy. Put your hands here and pump out your chest.
Now you're breaking down the instructions for me. Very good.
Pump out your chest and say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Happy, okay. Be happy and then say it. Yes, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
What happened here?
I'm saying
okay, we are ready for the game.
I'm ready.
Okay, we are ready for the game.
Very good try. But here, when you say smile and say, I want you to smile, you have to make me feel happy. Only then I'll smile. Nah? Right now, as a child, I'm feeling you're forcing me to smile. And the kids would be like, I'm ready. They'll give you a very forced smile. Genuine smile, fake smile. So rather, the child told you in the beginning, I love superheroes. Remember, one of the educators said, do you like superheroes? And the child said, I love superheroes. Use it. You are going to be my superhero. Can you see the smile, the power on Superman's face? Same energy I needed on your face. Then the kids would be like, okay, I am superhero. I have to bring that smile. So again, the bottom line, don't ask the child smile and say, smile and say, smile and say. Make them smile. And how to make them smile? That would differ from each child, correct? If the child is somebody who said that I love playing with Barbie dolls, tell her you are going to be my Cinderella, you are going to be my Barbie. They are so beautiful, so cute. They always have a beautiful smile on their face. So can I see the same smile on your face? See, Shilpa ma'am is smiling. Even you are smiling. You can also do, I'm going to come and tickle you. What happens when somebody tickles you? You give a big wide smile. Same thing. Teachers, again, context setting, it is written 10 minutes. The video is for 10 minutes, correct? Sometimes you would take 15 to 20 minutes just for the context setting part. That's completely okay. Shaurya, TR type of kids, everything they'll tell you. But if you get a kid like Shilpa, like the Shilpa that I was doing the role play of, you can take some extra time to have that ice-breaking part. Whatever the kids like, if they say, I want to play a game right now I want to play it. Have a quick game of stone, paper, scissors in the class. That is a game that you can play online also, If you don't know, ask your kids or somebody how to play stone, paper, scissors. Give them a quick game of stone, papers and scissors and then they'll be like, okay, my mama told me you have to study, but this teacher is very good. She's not making me study. We are playing games here. Correct? So that is the purpose of context setting, breaking the ice, making the child comfortable, giving this confidence in the child that you are allowed to express yourself. All I want from you is that you should be expressing yourself. That is the objective of the entire session. With me on this, teachers? If yes, please show me thumbs up with your hands only. Thank you. So let's move ahead and see what happened in context setting part. 1 minute.
Hi there.
Sorry.
Good evening, Shaurya. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for this, teachers. Yes, context setting, what happened? Setting the expectations, laptop and both the parents. This part was not covered, we'll come to it. She welcomed the child and the parent to the class. She got to know the child and the parent, and then she shared the class agenda and created some excitement. Let's recall both parents to be present, join from a laptop. This we know, it would increase our chances of enrollment, and joining with a laptop would give them a better experience. Remember, try your level best to rope in both the parents. Give them the option of rescheduling, virtual link. If not, go ahead with a single parent. Anusia, kindly read the third and the last point. Very important.
Do not continue if parents are not available.
I have been reiterating again and again, teachers, that if both the parents are not there, please do not conduct the demo because you are not going to be paid for that particular demo. We need the presence of at least one parent here. Now, going back to the class, the father was not present. What should have the teacher done? Let's hear it from all of you. Please raise your hands. If you would have been in Divya Lakshmi's place, she must have also done that because we don't know about the slot confirmation call. We don't have a recording of it. But what would you do? Kanishka, yes.
Oh, ma'am, I'll ask about the father's profession from the mother and the child itself, and why he's not here and how's the relationship.
1 minute, Kanishka. You said that you'll ask about the profession of the father from the mother and the child. When are you going to do this?
From the start, like when I was trying to introduce myself and to get to know the child.
Remember, teachers, before the demo, what do we make?
Before the demo, we make the slot confirmation call.
This is something that has to be done during the slot confirmation call only. Here, the mother did, the educator, that is Divya Lakshmi, did not even ask even once why the father is not there in the class, because she must have asked it during the slot confirmation call only. So let's pretend it's a slot confirmation call. And what would you say to me? Like in the class, what would you do?
Okay, in the class, I will ask about the relationship between the father and the child. Like, how's the relationship between them? Like,
I'm
while
sorry,
having the
I think
dinner.
I framed my question incorrectly. The question is, the father is not there in the class. As an educator, what would you do during the slot confirmation call? Which options would you give me during the slot confirmation call?
All right, so I'll say that I can share a shared link with both the parents, like whenever the father will be free, and we can have a conversation, the session during that time, and I'll share the same link with him, so we can have a virtual meeting together.
Very good.
With the father.
But why not the option of rescheduling here?
Ma'am, I just took it as the father living far away from another country or from other place. So that's why. But if the father is living with them, so I'll schedule the call and I'll ask about if they can have it over the weekend or some holiday or something.
Lovely, lovely, Kanishka. She directly gave me the option of virtual link. She did not give me the option of rescheduling. Why? Because the child very clearly mentioned, my father is a teacher and he's in Belgaum. I think Belgaum was the name of the place. If I have mispronounced it or something, pardon me for that. So rescheduling is not going to work in this case. So Kanishka told me that she would be giving me the option of virtual link. Remember, teachers? Both the parents, if not, rescheduling or virtual link depending on the scenario. If not, go ahead with one parent. But if both parents are not there, do not conduct the session. This is going to be the flow chart each and every time. Okay. Lower down your hands again, teachers. Thank you, Kanishka. Moving ahead. This is the second part. Jaya, Shweta, lower down your hands. Introduction to PS skills. Again, I'll repeat. Yesterday in senior demo PPT, only one game was played. Today, 2 different games would be played. One for body language, second for voice modulation. So let's see the first game. Game 1.
Yes, I am. Come on. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, a little bit more I need, but next time. Okay, I'll give you a chance. Don't worry, I have more here.
Okay.
Yes, let us play a game. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Where are the hands? Come on, it has to go to the hips. Yes, at the waist. Come on. Yes. And pump up your chest.
I am.
Okay, okay. You have to remember this motto. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll keep using it. Yes. Talking body. So what is it that we are going to do? Shaurya here, open your ears. Okay, listen to me carefully. Identify and then show the feeling like cartoons do. Okay, use your body to talk. We are not going to talk anything. We'll just use the body to talk. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Identify this feeling, Shaurya. What is this feeling? What is this feeling?
He's laughing very hard.
Yes, very good. He is laughing. Now we have to show this. Wow, we have to imitate this. Are you ready? Come on, come on. Yes. Go do it with me. Come on.
Teachers, I told you when the videos are being played, no hand should be raised. Ujjaini, kindly lower down your hand.
Much better. That is energy I want. Yes. Oh, whoa. What happened to this woman? What is she doing?
Laughing very hard.
Again. Yes, again. Now this is like, come on, show it. Yes, yes. Good, Shaurya. So you're very happy. I can see that you're very happy now. So you did it. Your turn now is over. Oh, what happened here? What is this feeling, Shaurya?
She's crying.
She's crying. You know what, Shaurya? Now we also have to cry. Let's cry. Don't cover your face, Shaurya. I want to see the expression. So cry like this. Come on, Shaurya. Oh, Shaurya is a silent cry. Yeah, he cries like that again. Okay, Shaurya, enough. Yeah, we know you're crying. Now there is even more. Yeah, come on, Shaurya. You can ask your mother to help you. Don't cover your face, Shaurya. Yes.
Cry like your sister. Cry.
Yes.
Don't look like that. She also cried like this.
Come on, Shaurya. रो के बुरा हाल हो गया, Shaurya. I'm crying too. Now you have to imitate. Okay, much better. Okay. Oh my God, what is this feeling? Shaurya, what is this?
Angry.
Angry, yes. What is it?
I think so this is from the Emojis movie.
Is it? Wonderful. But now you have to show it. Can you show it? Wow, you did it much better. Much better than me. So I want to give you a round of applause because I cannot hold myself back. Shaurya, wonderful. And I'm going to give you a badge also. Did you get it on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Because
Teachers, I want to stop sharing my screen. Okay, I'll just rewind it a little bit. Give applause. Can you see this virtual clapping? How can you use it? On the right hand side, you'll see give applause tab here. Ujjaini, please go ahead. You have raised your hand. Do let me know what is it bothering you, Ujjaini, and how can I help you? I think that's very urgent, so we should cater to it first. Ujjaini, where are you, Ujjaini?
Yeah, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I raised the hand before the video actually got started. Actually, we were discussing the point, the availability of the parents. And as you said, that 4 parts, that first we need to go for 2 parents. If they are not available, we need to share the link or the reschedule. At least 1 parent should be there. But in relation with that, what if they leave the meeting in between?
You'll have to reschedule the session in that case, Ujjaini.
Any duration that is after 15 minutes or 20 minutes?
No, you need the presence of the parents at least for 45 minutes and the last 10 minutes is mandatory because otherwise who are you going to have a discussion with? So if the mother is there on and off, if she's leaving the session maybe for 2 minutes, another little one to take care of or maybe to open the door, that's completely okay. but you need the parents' presence. If you feel that the mother is not there, she's leaving the class very often, very politely, you'll ask them, ma'am, I can see that you're a little busy today. No worries, we can reschedule the session and we can conduct it on any day that you would be free. You are going to reschedule the session. If the parent is not sitting in the room, not observing the child, the session will not be counted as conducted, Ucheli.
Then how can I end the session, ma'am?
I told you very politely, you will say that it seems you are busy today, so no worries, we'll reschedule it for some other day, ma'am, because we need your presence in the class.
Okay, then again the slot confirmation call will be given to them.
Why will you make slot confirmation call? You'll reschedule the class. You'll ask the parents at what time you want the session during the demo only.
Okay, during the demo only I can make. Okay,
And
thank you.
Ujjaini, this was something that could have waited.
Okay, now we were actually discussing that and then the video got played. So I thought, okay, this is okay, fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I was talking about this give applause button. On the right hand side, teachers, you'll see this give applause button. You can use it as many times as you want in the class. Then these are the 5 batches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can give it once to the child. 1 batch, 1 time. So altogether, 5 batches can be allotted to the child and this give applause can be used n number of times. Now, I want a mother to raise their hand and share an experience with us when their son or daughter received a smiley, a sticker, or a star in their notebook or in their hands. What was your feeling? What was the child's feeling? Hannah, let's hear it from you.
Ma'am, my son got a sticker in his classwork and he was elated. And after that, he started writing better his notes and everything. So he would put efforts to get that sticker. That sticker made a lot of difference.
And how did it make you feel as a mother?
I felt very satisfied that, okay, now he's got appreciation. So he's going to put efforts to do some work on his handwriting.
Okay, so the bottom line is a little star which costs
Yeah.
the teacher nothing or maybe
Yeah.
just 10 paisa, 50 paisa, I'm not
Yeah.
very sure. It made your child happy. It
Yes.
made you happy and the child was ready to put extra effort so that he can get this sticker again from the teacher. Correct? Okay, very good. Deepika, let's hear your experience.
Yes, ma'am. Similarly, my daughter gets whenever I'll give the example of her Hindi handwriting. So initially, in English, she has a very good handwriting. So initially, when she started writing in Hindi, her handwriting was very bad. She could not make the curves and all required. So one day, fairly neat it was, but the words were not very proper. So the ma'am gave her a really big star with a smiley on the paper, and then she was so happy. Oh, Mama, I got this big star, the biggest star in the class. I got it today. So after that, I realized without even ma'am telling her or me telling her, she started on her own writing in a line and writing very neatly. So she had started putting the efforts by herself only.
So can we come to the conclusion that just the star motivated her to give her 100%?
Yes, definitely.
Lower down your hands.
And it made her feel special as well.
It made her feel special. That is the most important part. She felt that my efforts are being acknowledged by my teacher. That is why I'll put some more extra. It happens with all of us. Imagine you have prepared a very good meal for your husband or the husbands have prepared a good meal for their wives simultaneously. Correct? It could be anything, vice versa. And if your husband comes, he just eats the meal. You'll be like, oh my God, I put in so much extra work. He didn't even say a single word. And next time you'll never ever, try so hard to please him by sweating in the kitchen and working for 3-4 hours. On the other hand, if your husband comes back and appreciates you that, oh my God, you have done such a fabulous thing. The meal is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That means wow. Okay. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. In simple terms, it means wow. Next day, again, you'll give your 100% and try to make even a better meal for your husband. So same thing with kids. If you appreciate them, if you acknowledge them for their efforts, They are ready to leave no stone unturned to get that smiley, to get that star, anything like that. Why did I took extra 5 to 10 minutes to discuss about this? The reason is that everything is mentioned on the slide, but nobody would be reminding you to give applause or badges button. Again, during audit, I have seen that most of the teachers, they forget to use the give applause button and the badges because nobody reminds them to do that. That is why I took this extra 10 minutes, that this give applause button, it would make the child happy, the parent happy, they would be giving their 100%, and ultimately it's going to be a win-win situation for you. Because if the child is ready to respond, that means you have fulfilled the objective. Correct? So don't forget to use the give applause button and the badges button, teachers. Very, very important. Just one click and see the difference. The child would be all smiles. Now, okay. I want to give the answer because I'll be getting the clappings again from my teacher. So please use the give applause button and the badges. Okay. Moving ahead.
I cannot hold myself back. Sure, you're wonderful. And I'm going to give you a badge also. Did you get it on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Because you are an activity champion. Did you see a trophy there actually in the badge?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you see a blue little boy inside that with a crown?
Yeah, that's one of the monsters we would use in the
Yeah, but currently you know who that is?
No, ma'am.
That is little Shaurya because he is the champ. Okay, that's why you're wearing a crown. Okay.
Anyways, I do like blue.
Oh, okay. Oh, what about this? Yeah. Hey, come on. Show me the anger. Okay. Wow. So, what about this, Shaurya? What is this feeling? Any idea? Surprise? Are you sure? Do you show surprise like that?
Scared.
Yes. Bingo, you got it there. Scared. Okay, now you have to do it. Come on, Shaurya. Show me the scared face of yours. You're lying down. What about, I'll show you another one also. Can you try this? Yes. Come on. Okay, Miss Usha, would you like to join us?
Teachers, whether you observed or not, but when Divya Lakshmi used the give applause button, the mother was not there in the room. For a minute, the mother had left the room, and that was the time when Divya Lakshmi used the give applause button. Mother has returned back to the room. Let's see what Divya Lakshmi would do. I'll ask question, what did she do and why did she do that?
Yeah, I have one more, so I'm just listening actually. She's not alive, otherwise she'll disturb him.
Oh, okay. So Shaurya, last but not the least, I want that fear on your face. Come on. Okay, much better. Shaurya has already bagged a badge from me, Miss Usha. He also got a round of applause. I'll show you how he managed to get it from me. Here it is. This is how he managed to get it from me. Yeah, he's very smart. So now, Shaurya, well done. You can see the boy is already applauding for you. Okay. Very good. You showed a range of feelings so well. Now, what did we learn from the game, Shaurya? Can you try reading it out? We can.
We can speak using our hands, face and eyes.
Wow. You understood, Shaurya. We did not speak anything. But still you understood it was like scared, angry. You said all that, isn't it? Even without saying anything. No words were told. Am I right? Yeah. See? So that was a good game. Now let us play another game. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Very good.
She's picking a book from there to read.
Is it?
Okay. So that was game 1, teachers. Game 1 was played to introduce body language. Now, like I said, when the mother left the room and when she entered back, what did Divya Lakshmi do and why do you think she did that? Sadia.
Yeah, I have noticed that when his mother was not there, she gave him the applause. But when she came back, so she informed her that like he did a very good activity, and she gave him the applause and the badge, that trophy badge also. So that she should also inform that her son has done very good in the activity.
Very good. So one was to
In her
keep mother
absence.
in the loop, what would happen in the class, what did the mother miss, to give this motivation and confidence that while you were away, your son performed really well.
Yes.
Did you just, did Divya Lakshmi just inform the mother or she did something else also? That is what I want. Varsha.
Yeah, she showed that applause action to her.
Okay. Why do
Actually,
you
in
think,
front of her also. In
Huh.
front of her also, she applaud like this.
Okay, so why do you think she could have just told her, I gave her a big round of applause and a badge. Why did she demonstrate it again?
Actually, she wanted to show that her son is doing so well that, like, that she is also get motivated and like he's participating actually. He's
Okay.
engaging, he's participating in the activity. That
Okay.
is why.
So to give this trust that, at Planet Spark, we don't only teach the kids, we motivate them, we appreciate
Engage.
them, we bring them out of their
Make
comfort
things
zone.
fun for the kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
even she was not there for that like little bit of time, but still her son is still like enjoying that time with the teacher. He's engaging with her. He's feeling, the fun time with the teacher. Interaction was also good. So
Very
there's nothing, yeah, like when she is not there, then like the son is not doing anything or not engaging, nothing like that. Even
Okay.
in her absence
Okay,
also.
Sadia. Okay. Thank you, Sadia. I'm so sorry, I'll have to cut you short here. But lovely inputs by Sadia that, to motivate, to show that we appreciate. But the point is, she could have also said that I gave a big round of applause. But why did she demonstrate it? Because it's a very attractive feature of Planet Spark. The mother missed it. Very few platforms. Before joining Planet Spark, I have been a part of some other AdTech platforms also. But let me tell you, the content that we have at Planet Spark, it's very interactive. It's very child friendly. A lot of colors are incorporated, animations are incorporated. So the teacher wanted the mother to be aware of this attractive feature. Again, the bottom line, like somebody said, what if the mother leaves the session for 5 minutes, for 7 minutes? You know what to do. Give them a quick recap. If anything important was done during those 5 minutes, quickly tell it to the mother. If any important feature was used during the mother's absence, give them or demonstrate it to them. That is the bottom line. Okay. Again, moving ahead, we have covered game 1. Let's quickly cover game 2 before going on a break. Game 1 was for body language. Write it down somewhere, teachers. Game 2 is for voice modulation.
So whenever you need any help in
here, you'll notice that certain words are highlighted. Please observe what is the purpose of highlighting the words. Two different color shades would be used. What color represents what? Observe it through the video. Again, I'll be asking questions on that. Lower down your hands.
the game, next game, we will ask your mother to help you. Okay, Shauri?
Mother should also know.
Don't worry. Mother will be able to know everything. It's as simple as that. If the mother is stuck, the teacher will help the teacher mother. Yes. Okay. So let's continue, Shaurya. Okay, Shaurya. Now what we are going to do here is speak aloud. Okay. Now you're just, again, as we did the previous one, open your ears, listen to me carefully. Okay. Read the sentence loudly and clearly. Speak with full energy. Okay. Full energy is required. So,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Let me show you the first example. This is I run very fast. Now I've been loud on very. Okay. So can you tell me that same? I run very
fast.
Yeah, once again. I run.
I run very fast.
Very good, very good. Now, the first sentence here, okay? We just did an example. Now, can you try to do this on your own? Can you try?
I will beat you today.
This beat you means I will defeat you. Okay, not the other beat. Okay, no violence. Right? So,
That's what I was thinking.
I know you were thinking that. That's why I corrected you then and there. No, it's not violence. Okay, we are very much prone to peace, loving kind of people. Okay, we are prone to peace only. Right? So I will beat you today. Once again.
I will beat you today.
Yes. Now let me go to the next sentence. Oh, can you see somebody is crawling there? I am slow. Now this is down. Okay, I'm not saying it aloud. I'm saying it softly. Okay, Shaurya? I am. Get it right? I am
slow.
slow. Yeah.
Slow.
Okay. Now the next one. I have won the race.
I have won the race.
Very good. You got it. Very good. Now, what do we do? When we speak a word loudly and clearly, we tell how important that word is or how important it is. Okay, Shaurya? That is why when we are trying to be loud on a particular word, or when we are trying to be clearly saying the word like slow, then what is happening? We are trying to show everybody that this is very important. Okay. Yes. Great. So let's go forward. You used your body parts to talk. Okay. Face and eyes, hands, voice. You remember from the beginning? We did the feeling part, we imitated it, then we used the hands, also there. Then we used the voice now, right, in the last game. Is it all clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. So let's now learn about a new language. So, Shaurya, can you tell me how many languages do you all know?
I know Hindi. I know.
So, okay, teachers, game 2 was played to introduce voice. I have few questions here. Number 1, Divya Lakshmi did not use the word emphasize. That if the word is important, you need to emphasize on the word. Why? Because it's a very heavy word. The child may or might not understand the meaning. Which were the 2 terms used by Divya Lakshmi? If the word is important, you have to say it. Divyanshi?
Ma'am, she said to be loud and clear with the words which are most important.
Lovely. So again, remember the learner is very small. Words like emphasize, pitch, pace, they might not understand it. So loud and clear were the 2 terms. Akshita, what were the 2 different color shades that you noticed? And why do you think the differentiation was there? The highlighted words. If you know the answer, teachers, keep your hand raised. Otherwise, please lower down your hands. I'll wait for 5 seconds. Lower down your hands if you don't know the answer. If you know the answer, keep your hand raised. Nandini, yes.
Ma'am, the 2 colors, they were yellow and blue. So initially in the few slides, blue was used. She tried to ask the kid to emphasize on that word by using loud and clear as words. And in the later slides where yellow was used, for example, when she was saying that I am a bit slow. So the word slow was highlighted in yellow to actually highlight the emotion behind it. So when she was speaking slow, it was she was actually speaking that softly and in a very lower tone.
Very good. So basically, it was the modulation that was introduced. Purplish or bluish shade and yellowish or orangish shade, like darker shade and lighter shade. We'll take it that way. Remember, she also used her hands. When she said very, her hands went like this. Slow. So please use your hands also so that the child understands. Very, it has to be in a higher pitch. Slow, it has to be stressed and elongated to add more force to the word. Okay. Lower down your hands again, teachers. A very, very important question here. Very important. Divya Lakshmi read the first slide and asked the child to repeat after her. But when she came to the second slide, she told the child, "Can you read it yourself?" Why do you think this was done and what is the importance of doing this? Nikhil.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Nikhil.
Can you please come again?
Okay, I'll go to Kulkarni. Kulkarni Shruti, give me the answer.
Yeah, while she was reading the first sentence, she want how the voice modulation is used by the teacher, and she want the kid use the same voice modulation. The second part is playing the game with voice modulation. The second question is asked to read by the kid because she want to know is the kid is understanding the voice modulation game or not. That's it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shruti mentioned first she instructed what is the right way to be done. And just to check, just to evaluate whether the child has understood the concept, she asked the child to read it, which most of us would be thinking in that way only. But let me tell you, teachers, this is not the exact reason. And why even you should be doing it, because again, I have seen teachers making the mistake. Every slide they'll read it and they'll ask the child to repeat. Even if the child is capable enough, they make this mistake. They'll read the slide and they'll ask the child to repeat after them. Don't do that. Have you heard about making the child independent? Meenakshi, very important point that you have mentioned in the chat box. That is the main motive, because if you keep on doing that, you would be spoon feeding the child. Correct? So in order to understand this, who knows about, lower down your hands. Lower down your hands. Sangeeta, Ravina, lower down your hands. Okay, next time what I'll do, if the hands are already raised, I won't be taking them. I'll be taking from the next participant. Then it would work in that case. Who knows about the scaffolding method in education? What is scaffolding? Manvi.
So in educational psychology, there's this concept called scaffolding, which comes from zone of proximal development, which basically in layman term, it basically means that a child is capable of learning a lot of things. There's this like zone of learning where a child can learn with hand holding. Like if the teacher is able to help them, they will be able to do it. But if you ask them to do it alone, they won't be able to do it. But once they get to know where they're standing, once they know that they can do it, then they start to build confidence and they can do it on independently too.
Okay, you're very close to what I was looking for. Since it's time to go on a break, rather than asking the teachers, I'll give you the answer. Just look at my hands. It would be very easy for all of you to understand scaffolding with this hand gesture. Okay? Scaffolding is providing support and guidance to your learners. But slowly and gradually, we have to remove this support and guidance so that the kids become independent. Otherwise, they'll start relying on you. They'll become dependent on you. But it doesn't mean that I have removed the support. Let the child do whatever he wants to. If you feel that your child is struggling, again bringing back this support and guidance, and again slowly and removing this support until and unless your child becomes confident and independent. A very good example of this scaffolding, go back to the days when you learned cycling. I don't know cycling, but most of you have learned cycling. Maybe your father or your brother taught you. What they used to do, initially they used to hold your cycle. Correct? But what if they would have held the cycle throughout? You would never become confident and independent. You would always be like, जब तक पापा ने पकड़ा है तब तक ही मैं चला सकती हूँ, otherwise I won't be able to do it. Slowly and gradually they removed the support. But whenever they saw that you are wobbly, you are shaky, they'll come and hold your cycle back again. This is exactly what we have to do with our learners. We'll start with the support and guidance, but our objective would be to minimize the support and guidance. But it doesn't mean if my child is not able to get anything, I'll be here only. No, I'll again come back to this position and this position. So whenever you think of scaffolding, remember this hand gesture and or the cycling method, and it would be really, really easy for all of you. With this, teachers, we are going to take a break right now. We are going to log out from this session link, immediately join the next session link, but the next session would start at 11:34, 10 minutes of break exact. Okay, so see you at 11:34, teachers. Bye-bye.